trying to grind up some time running the ball, and they were shifting the fronts on us early, and we had a little problem with that, but it shouldn't be in the future.
Congratulations to Mr. Rooney and Coach Chuck Noll. We're going to be back with Terry Bradshaw, John Stallworth, and the men from the trenches as the Super Bowl today continues live on CBS. Back live now with the most valuable player, Terry Bradshaw. Terry, this was no easy one today, was it?
Brandon, was one of the toughest Super Bowls I've ever played in. First half, we didn't really take control of them. Had excellent field position, just could not cash it in. I had an interception. In the second half, 2 more interceptions, but we started hitting some big plays, and I found out something in their coverage I wanted, and then I hit it for 2 big bombs. I hit it early, and I came back and I told John I'm going to try this play again. I don't think they'll be in the same cover. They were in the same dead blame coverage. I couldn't believe it, and we hit another one.
Terry, if we could get some movement there, we can see the big play. They're standing right in front of the monitor, and here it was. This is Lynn Swann on the touchdown. Now, the second man over, Nolan Cromwell, was just a step short on the double coverage, and Linney makes one big play after another.
That was they had a blitz on, and I had an audible at the line of scrimmage against a man coverage, and they gave a delayed blitz. I saw it right at the very last and saw Swan break for the post. I didn't see the reception, so I didn't see it again here, so I don't know how he caught it, but I heard it was a tip ball, and he made a great catch.
The trap game was not working with Franco Harris. You had to look for the big play. They took that away from you.
They rammed down everyone. They really shut off the traps. I tried to go outside with some influence plays. I tried to do some straight blocking. They did an excellent job. The second half, they were really fired up because they smelled victory.
Congratulations. Now let's go to the soul of this ball club with Irv Cross. Here's Mean Joe Green.
Thanks a lot, Brent. And of course, you talk about the heart of the Steeler team and defense, you have to talk to Joe Green. Joe, were you surprised that the Rams played the kind of game they did and hung in there to the fourth quarter?
No, I wasn't. Those people played their hearts out, and they believe that they can win. And that's what makes this game so great. We have people that come out here and play like that. It was a tremendous effort on both teams' part.
The 4th World Championship, 4th Super Bowl championship, never been done before. What does it mean to you?
I'm not sure it's real yet. I feel beautiful. I feel wonderful. Pittsburgh Steelers have so many ball players, so many outstanding football players. Today, a lot of the guys didn't play as well as we would have liked to, but we got a lot of good football players.
Congratulations, Jim. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll be back right after these messages.
Ward are in Disney World tonight, and before taking off today, Hines talked about the thrill of being named the Super Bowl MVP. Channel 11 News reporter Bill Phillips has more on that.
Following their victory in Super Bowl 40 over the Seattle Seahawks, every Steeler I talked to said it was a dream come true, including Super Bowl 40 MVP Hines Ward.
I'm still living my dream. I mean, you know, as a little kid, you sit there and you watch all the Super Bowls on TV, and you know, I remember vividly as a young child was going out and, you know, trying to be Joe Montana one play, trying to be Jerry Rice the next play.
Today, kids across America are picturing themselves as Hines Ward making the big play. During the 70s, big plays by Lynn Swann and John Stallworth were a staple of the Steelers' Super Bowl championships. Ward, who should end his career as the team's all-time leader in every receiving category, is thrilled he could measure up to Swann and Stallworth on the game's biggest stage.
I kind of think they made a name for themselves, you know, in the Super Bowl. So me winning this honor, I kind of feel like I'm in their class now.
Following the Super Bowl, Hines Ward is usually heading to the Pro Bowl, but this year he didn't make it. He says he'll have plenty of time to relax and enjoy the Super Bowl, and that will make up for any trip to Hawaii this year. In Detroit, the site of the Steelers' victory over the Seahawks in Super Bowl 40, I'm Bill Phillips for Channel 11 News.
All right, Bill, thank you very much. Well, they didn't win the Super Bowl.
10, a little pick play. Coach Homer's got something going. We got something going. It's called the fourth quarter.
Stevens with the grab, but there's a flag on the play, and Seattle had so many plays.
Hall of Fame right there.
We'll get to that in a minute. The face of the Pittsburgh Steelers, joyful, the MVP, and Mike Holmgren, he knows the joy of this moment. He does not feel it this time around. And Jerome Bettis, ladies and gentlemen,
guys.
And one of the classiest owners.
They did it in the 70s. Matter of fact, they had celebrating Super Bowl championships in Pittsburgh down to a science. And now they've done it in the 21st century. The Super Bowl champion Pittsburgh Steelers. We all saw what happened in the Super Bowl, But how did they get this far? It was a miraculous run. Once upon a team that was 7-5, didn't lose, and they ran the table. A look back at the top 10 plays of the year for the Pittsburgh, the world champion Pittsburgh Steelers. Hines Ward did this in the playoffs, but he did it earlier in the year against the Ravens. Steelers beat the Ravens thanks to that tip catch, 20-19 against the Bears. The Bus had a 100-yard game, 61 of them in his career, and how about this one? Did you see who we blew over? It was none other than Defensive Player of the Year Brian Urlacher at the 2. Hello? The Bus is in the garage. Touchdown. Steelers beat the Bears to start their run here, 21-9. Antoine Randall had to win last game of the season. And with this punt return, he could go all the way. 81 yards. Steelers beat the Lions and made it to the playoffs. Randall involved in play 7 as well. Little trickery. Ken Whiz, an unoffensive coordinator. Coach Cowher. Everybody involved with the Steelers opening up the playbook. Randall, the college quarterback, throwing to Hines Ward. Flea flicker. Touchdown. Week 10 against the Browns.
An end-around split-end pass.
Boys, had fun to watch against the Packers in Week 9. Defense, special teams, offense, all involved in why the Steelers are Super Bowl champs, and we return the top 5 plays this season of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Super Bowl champion Pittsburgh Steelers, the Bus. If this is the capper in his hometown, he won't forget this. His new hometown, as he introduced before the season finale against the Detroit Lions. Bill Cowher introduced him. They let the Bus run for 3 touchdowns, and then the standing O, the hug from the coach, and the beloved terrible towels for one of the most beloved Steelers ever, Jerome Bettis. What a great scene, the final game of the season at Heinz Field. And then it was on to the playoffs. We can go chronologically now. Trickery, we told you, was such a huge part of the Steelers. Randall back to Ben Roethlisberger. To Cedric Wilson. This helps doing the Bengals for good as the Steelers win on the road at number 3 seed Cincy, 31-17. Now, at the number 1 seed Colts, Peyton Manning just swarmed by Porter, Higgins, Foote, Polamalu. It's over. And on the 2, the Steelers just need a little touchdown to put it away. And so, it's the Bus. Oh no. Nick Harper, but in a play that will long be remembered for the tackle by quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. The immaculate redemption with a great football play, saving the day. And on to the AFC title game in Denver, where Roethlisberger played as well as he ever has. Touch to Hines Ward as the Steelers sealed the deal just before half, blowing the Broncos out, who had not lost it all at home, leading 24-3 at half. And the hug tells it all. Mr. Rooney, Dan Rooney, and Bill Cowher on to the Super Bowl, where Super Bowl champion Steelers.
And that's your ball game. The Bus's final ride all the way to immortality. We'll sit down with Jerome Bettis. You grab a seat. Plus, college hoops comebacks. How number 22 Georgetown stopped 9th-ranked Pitt in a Kansas stunner against Oklahoma.
Good Morning America XL this morning, and we're glad you could join us.
That's right, in addition to that amazing face transplant story. But let us go to Robin right now on this February 6, 2006. Robin, who are you going to talk to this morning?
Oh, man, Diane, first of all, I got to tell you, this headline is perfect. Men of Steel, Towels Way, Motown Rocks, and Bus gets prize. So we're going to talk to Jerome Bettis, Detroit native Jerome Bettis. We got the MVP right here. Can I hit you like that? The MVP, Hines Ward, and also the youngest quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl, Ben Roethlisberger. Going to talk to them all live, and it was great hanging out at the game and seeing you guys. But couldn't see the Super Bowl commercials, Diane, and I know we're going to break down and see which Super Bowl ads were truly super a little bit later as well.
That's right. See if everybody out there agrees with us this morning. We also want to tell you that from the Motor City, the Gulf of Mexico, in our last half hour, we are going to take you on board an amazing adventure. We have gathered 300 women, and they have